My name is Michelle Copeman, and I've been teaching 23 years, and mostly kindergarten, first and second grades. And for the last 5 years, I've been a reading specialist at Tacoma Park Elementary School. And so I'm going to talk today about a project I did with my first grade group at Tacoma Park. And of course, I'm working with the students who need some extra help. So I have them for 90 minutes a day. And I was supposed to write a 3-paragraph essay, opinion piece, persuasive argument. None of my students can write a complete sentence independently, and many of them can't speak a complete sentence independently. So my idea was to use something in the curriculum. Was a video about Ocean City, and it was an ad for Come to Ocean City, and to use that as our mentor text and make our own video, Come to Tacoma Park, it's such a great place to live. So I showed the kids some pictures of places in Tacoma Park that they might be familiar with, like the apartments where many of them live and some of the parks and restaurants. And then I had them draw pictures of their favorite places in Tacoma Park. We scanned those into Movie Maker, and then I recorded the kids' voices speaking about their picture, so that they were talking persuasively about why Tacoma Park is a great place to live. And then we made it into a DVD, and they each got a copy to take home. So I think that although they didn't actually write an opinion piece, they got the idea of what an opinion piece is, and that's big for a lot of these kids, just understanding the genre of opinion. You know, that you're stating what you think about something, and you're backing it up with facts. And I also think for a lot of my students that the speaking piece is a big piece. So getting them to clearly state one sentence, what's their favorite park in Tacoma Park, took a lot of practice. Of my 14 students, 3 are in speech therapy, and 12 are English language learners. So being able to speak an opinion piece was a great accomplishment, and the kids loved it. They were really motivated and engaged to be.
So how do you think the use of mentor texts help the students achieve the goal of formulating an opinion piece?
I think the mentor text is most powerful technique for writing, because you can say to the kids, we're going to write a piece just like this. And we watched the Ocean City piece several times, and I kept saying, we're gonna write a piece just like that Ocean City one, you know, just like the one that's on TV. And that got them very excited, but it also gave them a sense of the voice of an opinion piece. I think all the best writing that I've done with students has some sort of mentor text. It makes it authentic. They can see in the real world writing like what they're doing, and I think that just makes for powerful, it feels like a real task that you're asking them to do.
How do you think this project supports the Common Core writing standards while also keeping the integrity of your teaching solid and the interests of your students?
Well, we were definitely addressing the writing standard 1 with the Common Core writing opinion piece, and also some of the speaking and listening standards, which were critical for my students especially. But it wasn't just like a lesson and a worksheet, and most of my students are not very engaged in learning. And I think the integrity here was that they could see that it was an authentic task, that we were making a video just like one they'd seen on TV, and so they were more engaged with learning. And once they're engaged, then they can actually learn. When they're not engaged,